Now, Brian Kimani from the Broadcasting House in Nairobi. And now I'm right here at the epicenter of the Kalou constituency. This is Kalou Senior School. And this is where the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IBC, are doing their final job, their final exercise to tally. Because the elections are done, they were closed at 5. And so it's the job of the IBC to do the final honors of tallying the votes and announcing, officially declaring the winner of the Kalou by-elections. And so where I am standing is just a few meters from the main gate of the polling, or rather the tallying center. And of course, you'll see just in a few minutes or so, you'll see vehicles coming in. Most of them, they are public service vehicles hired by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IBC, to carry electoral materials. And this includes the votes cast by the electorate of the Kalou constituency. And we can report independently that not more than 50% of the 144 polling stations have returned their tally, or rather their votes in this particular place. And so they keep on coming. They keep on coming every minute, every 5 minutes, and every 30 minutes. They keep on coming because, of course, the election is final at the polling station. But then those numbers cannot be added until the physical forms are brought here, so that the agents of the various parties can confirm that these are actually the figures we announce at the polling station. And so if they agree, these are the official results from the polling station, and then they are added to the final tally. And so that explains why the exercise of tallying could take quite a longer time than expected. And so we keep on here. I can also tell you that this particular place has been secured by a very heavy presence of policemen and women in uniform and non-uniform. All of them, many of them are here, close maybe to 500 or so. Even outside, we can also hear the shouts and chants of supporters of various candidates here. Could be UDA, could be DCP, as they wait the final tally to be announced or to be declared. And so that necessitates the manning of security, the securing of this vicinity of the Kalou Senior School, because it's very important. This particular place is actually the last stage of the by-election, tallying of the votes and declaring the winner. And so, Brian, I don't know whether you have any question, but so far this is what is going on. The vehicles hired by the IBC keep on bringing in the votes as cast at the various polling stations, 144 of them, and the place has been secured. And so there's no any worry. Enough policemen and women have secured the vicinities of the epicenter of the Kalou by-election. O'Brien.
Yeah, thank you very much, for that update. Give us on, but I just want to find out from you, do we have an idea like what time the vote counting or ballot counting is likely to come to an end?
And O'Brien, if the IBC Commissioner Ann Nderitu had earlier said that these particular exercises could come to an end at about 12 midnight. It's right, it's just about 9:40, so I think we have about 2 hours to go to 12 midnight. Maybe she predicted it right, maybe she did not get it right, but I think maybe at 12 midnight, we could be heading somewhere. Maybe we could heading to about 70% of the total tally, or about 80%, or about 90%. So it's not very clear, because the IBC, they are having their good time just to ensure that the final tally that is declared is accurate and with no any figures that could be disputed later. So they take their good time to ensure everybody is satisfied, the agents of various political parties are satisfied, and they have enough time to verify that what is coming into the tallying center is the figures that were announced at the polling stations across all the 144 polling stations, 5 wards in all Kalou constituency.
I don't know whether you've managed to go to all Kalou town, because it is the administrative capital of Nyandarua County, and probably maybe you can share with us the mood in all Kalou town.
Now, O'Brien, I've been camping there at the, all Kalou town for quite some time since, the tallying, the exercise began in the morning. And of course, what transpired at 2 p.m. at various polling stations, this is AC Primary, St. Joseph's Primary, and of course, Mombi's Primary. There was quite chaotic scenes as unknown people tried to engage with the residents who were camping outside the polling centers, or rather the polling stations. They say they were guarding their votes, or rather they are waiting for the exercise to be complete, and they wanted to get the final tally at the polling station. So there was a confrontation thereby, but the police men and uniform came and of course restored everything to normalcy. But even as now, just a few minutes when I was coming from town, there are also police patrolling the entire town, and the area where we witnessed a confrontation, the stones and the rocks scattered that had blocked the road leading to the AC Primary School, the stones were still there. No vehicles were moving along that road because the supporters of various candidates were still camping there. And so we're making just rounds in town. There were heavy presence of police. They were still securing the place. And of course, these people could not get away from town even when they are chased. They were happy, and they were, chanting the names and even shouting the names of their supporters who would believe they could win these particular elections. And so this is how we can even hear the chants from supporters. Even from here, we are standing about 500 meters away from here. O'Brien.
Thank you very much, Give us on for that update, and of course we'll keep on coming back to you so that you can keep us updated on what's happening in all Kalou. Thank you very much indeed. That's Give us on Minor, who is outside the All Kalou Secondary School, which is the main tallying center for the All Kalou constituency, giving us an update on what exactly is happening here. The vote counting continues throughout the night, and we are here throughout the night as well to give you all the updates from all Kalou. You are watching the Prime Edition. This is a special coverage of the all Kalou by-election. A short break is well deserved. We are coming back with more.